Welcome, guys. It's your boy. It's Jai Raja checking in. Thank you so much. Let's tap in, guys. This is I okay. So I got a song for you. I hope you like it. Let's just have some fun, huh? Jai Raja. So. Okay, so I didn't get the beat totally worked out, but okay. When you get up in the morning, you gotta feel right. So you get that breath work in, and that gets you feeling nice. And maybe you do a few little stretches and get the body nice and loose. But there's one thing left that's missing. One thing that's grabbing you. So you get up and mosey on up to that bathroom and take that nice deuce. Yeah, I'm talking about taking a beautiful deuce. I'm talking about taking a beautiful deuce. I don't care that it is expensive. I said get ready. I said it's gonna get nasty. No, just kidding. So, but seriously though, if you are a grown ass man or woman, like you can't deny the importance of getting the shit out. You gotta declutter. Just like everything in life, right? Like every aspect of life. Got to declutter that shit, right? You don't feel right. Like I drank the chai this morning. Oh, that gets you nice and started. But anyways, get a nice start to the day with all your body systems, super key. All right. So now that we got the song out of the way, welcome everybody. This is your boy Jai Raja. Thank you for tuning in, tapping in, checking in, hanging out. Every Sunday we do this show. It's called Question Everything with Jai Raj. And the point of it is that I want a platform to just be real and have you guys tap in and check out, whatever we can do to put, the vibes out into the world, man, because people need the vibes. And pardon me as I share this to all our friends on Facebook. We I think once we're shown some things, I just think it's our responsibility to share it. And whether that's from like the wisdom of how we can all relate to your body systems working and functioning properly, and how good you feel and how much lighter you feel after having that morning exodus. And I highly encourage extra fiber and some good fruits and vegetables in your diet. Get you cleaned up nice. But the just to start with the body, since we're on this right now, and the not only the food that we eat, right? Like, wouldn't you say, if you're tuning in, like if you've ever eaten every different kind of food out there, been on a different diet, maybe sometimes when we've been on like a fast food kick, or sometimes we get it together and we start eating clean, right? We get the chicken and the veggies, and not that I'm saying that's like right or wrong for anybody, but just eating, say, a lean protein, tons of fresh fruits and vegetables, good, clean, complex carbs, like getting the body the sustainable nutrients it needs to really, thrive on, right? But how could I? You guys got to stop me, man. That's why I need people to come into the live stream, more people to come into the live stream on YouTube, and just be like, J-Raj, you're fucking up, man. You and this is not for kids. But we haven't elevated yet. We obviously are always elevated, but let's tap in together elevated. That's just a different level when we do it together, baby. That is that group conscious, that group tapping, you feel me? That love, collaborative, symbiotic, like let's get it together type shit. Let's go. Get your nice, fill up the whole lungs and chest and everything with air. Get a few of those, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, loosen it all up. Thrive, baby. Fully locked in, tapped in. What's up, Avatar? Welcome to this period after rest. Let's get it. Welcome to the show. This is Jai Raja. Like to use this time to send our vibes, send love, breathe. Nice. Oh, you know what? I think today let's add in a few. You guys know about this with meditating, touching these two fingers right here. It's instant Zen. Just try it. You see it in so many of like, it becomes like kind of cliche looking, but it's really effective. Picture the life force, air, filling up your whole torso and your entire face, lungs, chest, heart, and up here, like up in your crown, feel a massive difference. And it's like you just keep going more and more inward centeredness with where we pull the breath from, like as if we're powering it from, you feel me, like a so there we are, nice, relaxed, tapped in. Feel that soft sparkle as you inhale and fill up that chest. Let the upper outside corners of your eyelids almost like pull your eyes upward, like that, upward and outward. That feels nice. Try it. If you like it, continue. If you don't, yeah. What's up, Sean Howard? What's going on, playa? Appreciate you tuning in, man. This is what it's all about, This is the platform. This is where we all get together. YouTube is completely a new thing for me, going live on YouTube. So getting the word out to all of our listeners. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you, bro. It'll be a blast to get on the mics together real soon, and try out some stuff. Obviously, that's still something we're just in the early plannings, for, and obviously, probably, those kind of announcements can wait. So don't go. We don't have any dates locked in or anything yet, but Sean is a amazing creative, and got a lot of cool stuff coming for us. So appreciate you, Sean, man. Look forward to that, bro. Um, Now, I want to send some love out there to all the families, friends, fans, call it everybody. I've loved his music for a long, long time. DMX this week. So he went on to that next, that transition, wherever that might be. Uh, so just sending love to his spirit, and I've been bumping the the old tracks, like all week since, and um, it's really pretty amazing what you can feel once you're tapped in, like yeah, right, Sean, for real, bro. I remember I traded my favorite pair of corduroy pants to my older cousin for that album, because there was no way I was gonna get to buy that album, right? My parents. And so I traded my older cousin for it. I remember like that whole crew song. We used to just bang that song like it was none other. It was crazy. Just the other day, actually, one of my brothers that we do catering with for, and I were reminiscing about that song in particular as well. As really quite fun, and now having listened to it many times this week since, like his whole discography, but in particular that album, and in particular that song, the most times, just because it brings back memories, and you feel it. People are tapping in to his spirit right now, and I think it brought some awareness to me, on something. It brought awareness to me, to Jai Raja's mind, that that's what current events can be about. For the longest time, I can tell you, I have not watched the news. I have not paid attention to the mass media outlets on stuff, because it just hasn't seemed like it offers much that I want, in the way of vibrations, in the way of the seeking out more happier, uplifting types of stories. That's what I would want, and I haven't found outlets that really do that so much, and so I've just kind of gone away from that. But what if we could utilize it to where we had a community, and just whatever current event was going on, everyone kind of puts some effort into building up kind of an audience, even just on that particular topic. It could be on the same platform. It could be on, say, a live stream like this, and we just have, like, whatever popular current event is going on, and we just get everyone to tap in, and then we use that to send love. And yes, of course, speak on that subject. We don't just want to it's not about clickbait. We want to make a difference, put value into others' lives, and take every opportunity to utilize every interaction with the spirit, self, and others to be one where we can inspire consciousness, raise up someone's spirit, spread more love, further some understanding, facilitate relationships, whatever it might be, right? There's always some added value that we can add to whenever we're looking, whenever we're clear, though, right? For me, my experience is that, the experience of this mind this time around is that the less we are thinking about, the more clear we can be, the more the more level-headed we can be, going through things that challenge us, and of course, the wins as well, of course. Um, but the clarity, right? Whenever we go into a brainstorming session, is it not that when we are cool, calm, collected about our wits, we're maybe even slightly playful or got a little like fun banter going on with someone or whatnot? Isn't this like the type of relaxed atmosphere when uh, our creativity is more inspired to come out? Looking back at like, my time working on some independent films and stuff, um, it made me think like, I moving forward, uh, very intentional about staying cool, calm, and collected, especially during creative processes, because that's how we're gonna get that, that art, that work of beauty, that work from a place of love, you know. So, anyways, I'm just spitballing off the top of my head so far, but I actually do have something that I want to speak about today, and I'm not quite sure why why the feelings of this time around through Jai Raja, why this was what's on the heart to speak about, but this is what it is. So I want to speak about self-talk and self-love for a little bit with you. Um, because and listen, half the time when we speak about something, that's something that we're working on. You know what I mean? It's not to say like, oh, I'm an expert on this or I'm crushing it, so let me speak on this. No, it's, yes, we're doing well on this, but uh, this is something that I think we can all benefit from, is putting awareness out about this. And no matter where we are with the progress on working on this, I think this is something that we can all, and really, frankly, I don't take the position of saying people should, but I think that if self-worth is important to you, then I believe this is something that's of importance to talk about, but totally your call. So I'm talking about self-talk, I'm talking about self-love, and particularly I'm talking about how do we speak with ourselves and our minds, and how do we interact with the thoughts that come up that we don't necessarily want, right? So to me, this is this is right at the center of, progress from a spiritual level. And I simply, by saying spiritual level, all I mean is from a how we feel truly inside in an ongoing and short-term manner, right? That's what I'm calling spirituality in this moment, um, is just how do we feel? Uh, and how do we feel about ourselves? And as a byproduct, this is the crazy part about it, right? Is that the byproduct of, not even byproduct, literally the result of our self talk is what we create, our existence that we see, everything um, that we experience in this life is a result of what we have created, right? Literally, we manifest the unmanifested. That is, to me, that is what this life is. That is literally the whole point of this life, is take time that's been, that's available, however you want to frame your definition of time, however you want to utilize it and work with it, right? And take, something that has not been done, right? Decide that you want to make that so, and then speak it into existence, visualize it, and make it happen. That, I think in every sense of how to make that happen, is the whole point of this life. Um, and we've been through actually the purpose of life series. You know, any of you friends who have been with me for throughout those episodes have, um, you know, you've heard me talk about a whole different wide array, and I had a couple guests, uh, you know, one or two, but I think the whole thing that that all of that taught me, the biggest gain I got through all those studying was just, you know, literally just make it what you want. Like, no one needs to be a victim of anything, because our own thinking is creating our whole existence. And yes, there's other components that go into it, you know, like we all have stuff we're dealing with that's happened from when we were young, and it's not so easy to just push past it in all moments. No, like things keep, you know, things come back, things come up. We, you know, do our growth, and whatever we do to to not allow uh different vibrations or memories or things to affect our, you know, our moments moving forward, right? So we do that, and it just gets better and better all the time. But yeah, of course there's more than that, but the baseline of, you know, what we experience, a lot of it, my belief is, we create it. And then there's some uncontrollable factors, you know, out there too, because everyone's a vibration, everything is a frequency, and you know, all these like things are just going on everywhere throughout the universe. And then like, here's us, and you know, we could get into the whole like, do we believe that we have a predestination, or you know, what is the deal there, or just ongoing creation, you know, I don't know. So whatever you believe, this is a place where we all can get together. I'm reading comments on this live stream. Like, hang out, come tap in, tell your friends, and let's get it, and just send more love everywhere and understand everyone better, hopefully. All right. So, self talk. It is my experience. Self talk, literally, the quality of that could tell us like what life's going to look like in a lot of ways, right? And so to me, the challenges that I have faced with the self-talk, I want to share some of those, and just, you know, totally put those out there. Hopefully some of those you might, you know, relate to, and I don't know, but I just hope something from this can be helpful to you. That's my, you know, big wish, you know, is just to do that and connect and inspire consciousness, and heal self and others, and you know, feel better, have more of us feeling better more and more all the time, you know, and connecting more. That's what I want. So all right, so self-talk. All right, so the challenges I have faced, it's like this, man. I think we have all, you know, made different decisions through our lives. Like, in my early and mid 20s, I did a lot of things that were not conducive to living the life that I appreciate living today, right? I'm talking about choices like, you know, taking drugs, and, uh, you know, and selling them, and all sorts of other things, living in houses, you know, with people who, that was our main connection. And, you know, but I don't regret anything. That's the thing, because all of those things had to happen, right? To be in the physical like point in time and space, and intersect with the other souls the way that I am right now, which produces the life I'm getting to live today. And I do love it. I love everything. It's like, it's crazy to me, like how it all has come together. But I absolutely love what I do now, like every single moment, and it continues to evolve, and it always continues to evolve, right? That's the one constant. So if you're with me, that everything that's happened in our stories has been necessary to get us to where we are, and to where we're going, then we don't need to regret anything. And in fact, we can appreciate it, like, oh, that got me to, okay, so it had to happen. Like, regardless, it doesn't matter how we felt in any singular moment. If it's been negative, that's okay, right? Because now we know that we needed all of that to mix into the elixir and create the beauty that's going on. That's the funny thing, though, isn't it? Is that it's all beauty. It's never been anything but beauty, but we choose to label things. We choose to associate different facial expressions, different reactions, different, behaviors. We tend to, from an, before I got turned on, right? Consciousness. It's like before that, a lot of those labels, it just felt natural, right? Like, okay, like I like this, I don't like that. This tells me things are going this direction in a conversation, or this or that. And we start to decide that, we like certain things and we don't like certain things, from self, from others, materials, everything, right? And breathe with me, right? Come along in this journey of this story with me, and experience the story going on through the frequencies and the vibrations of it. So get your gut breath going, and see it happening. All right. So anyways, we get to take all that, and we get to decide. We get to decide exactly how we want to view things. And I got to tell you, putting in the practice of catching myself whenever I would have kind of a predestined or pre-selected, uh, way that I felt about something, because that would take me out of the moment. Okay, but so then I was right there, but how? So then the challenge was how do we take ourselves in those moments and return ourselves to be fully present in the moment, right? How do we fully return to the moment and not judge, not put labels, right? Okay. So for me, a lot of that was, the closing of the eyes, the intentionally making sure that I'm breathing deep throughout as much of the day as possible, reminding self that the letter I, right? Capital I, my belief is that is past the thoughts, past the feelings. It's the stillness, the consciousness, the observer, right? Ever present, ever revolving, ever moving, ever understanding, ever being love. So whatever stood in the way of that, I would try and do less of and catch myself and improve right in the moment as quickly as possible. But for any of the times when I didn't, right? Or when I felt like maybe I wish that I would have changed it sooner or anything like that, I think these are the moments that truly define when we get to enjoy the progress in working on these things, because how loving we are when we talk to ourselves and when we talk to our thoughts and our feelings, and how well we deliver on our promises, and how much honor that we display for ourselves. And if you believe in that, we are putting a show on for the the enlightened spirits, the heavens, potentially other worlds. If you are in the belief of any of that, maybe that's part of that. But how we talk to ourselves when we have thoughts that go against what we're trying to manifest, what we've decided we want, right? What do we do in those moments? That is where I believe the real progress is made. That is the mud pits. That is down in the pits, right? Um, so in these moments, I feel like, okay, so let's say a thought comes up, like I would have, okay, like self-defeating behavior is a really good example. Okay, like if you've ever been doing good, something's been going super well, and then a thought comes out for you don't even know why. Like you're loving everything that's going on, and then maybe like you know maybe something goes like 85% now all of a sudden, or 80, or maybe even something goes like not well one time. And, do we let that singular occurrence affect our vibration or our, our frequency, our mood, because that affects the way that we interact with everyone around us too. So, this is all, I think, really important stuff for us to really talk about. Um, so, in those moments, the formula that I find helps a lot is, let's say a thought comes up that's like a self-defeating behavior. Okay. Um, like, hey, mind, I really do appreciate, I hear you. I understand that, maybe up until now in life, sometimes people have fallen short, right, of your expectations because you want me, you want us to live an amazing, fruitful life. And so I think perhaps it's been common to get disappointed because we know we deserve to live an amazing, fruitful life, but we also had a little bit of perfectionism, right, from a young age. Sometimes more than a little bit of perfectionism that has run into adulthood as well. So, um, that's gotten better and better all the time. And we have certainly had that as a focal point to work on, and it's gotten better and better, and it's miles better. But because of that, I understand, because of that, why sometimes the thought could come up that could be a self-defeating behavior because if we have these expectations that maybe we think that the only way to get that fruitful life is if everything goes perfect. No, I understand that, but the thing is that this is life. This, even if it is a simulation, possibly, uh, this is a full colored, you know, in your face experience, adventure of an existence. And that means that just like the real life video game that it is, just like its video game counterpart, there's a lot of avatars everywhere. And through the eyes of every avatar, you get a different experience, a different perception. And so it's understandable that, people have their own way of doing things, their own set of reactions, their own, modus operandi, if you will. And that's cool. Yes, we are one, but we are each a different personality, and we each have the full sovereign ability to decide which thoughts we engage with, which actions we put in, what we manifest, what we send energy to. These are all very conscious, deliberate deals that concoct the reality of what's going on in us and around us. So That's why it's so important to me. Um, Again, that's not to say that I'm perfect. I'm very far from it. Nobody's perfect. That's the whole point, right? The whole point is to like have fun enjoying our moments when we fall short and like, find a way to like pull out the opportunity to utilize that to do even better. And that's just like the thought train with the self-talk, like I was going into. Okay, so a thought comes up that is not moving toward the finish line. All right, but let's figure out the why. Because if we can understand the thought patterns and the how the mind thinks that, then we can understand how to work with the mind best, right? So, okay, so the thought comes up, boom. Okay, it could be a self-defeating behavior. It could be like a what if this is going on and I don't know and da 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 da, da, right? Okay, so it's a made up thing. Is it going on? Maybe, maybe not. But that if it's not going to serve us, move us closer toward the ongoing, you know, life creation the way that we want it. Okay, so mind, thank you. I really do appreciate you having this thought, you know, because it shows me that you really are invested in us living this life that we want, man, and that we can have, that's at our fingertips. You really care about it. And so you're having this thought come up because, you're like, hey, we should take a look at this. This could be something that's going to take us away from the life we want. And I totally get that. So thank you for protecting the team. Um, I don't really think that that's going on. The thing is, like, we're really in tune. So, hey, maybe, maybe not. But we can't put any emotion toward it. We can't put any attention on it or any energy to it. So we're just going to let that flow, and that involves someone else. So we know that there's always going to be uncontrollables, but we're always doing our best and we're always showing love at the best of our ability, and going so far and beyond and above and beyond expectations, like, for absolutely. So it's like we have no reason to worry about stuff like that. But I appreciate you, Maya. Thank you so much. And through doing this repetitively, like each time something comes up, and then like journaling, real like right then, I would like journal about it and then write it out, like really, boom, and then find the affirmation that can move towards the vibe that we want on that particular content, subject matter category in life, whatever that thought was. Find an affirmation and then we can use that affirmation. So, perhaps like um, the universe is for me. 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 And you can just utilize a practice like that in an ongoing manner, so that whenever something comes up, because it's not like this, at least in my experience, and I know I have a ways to go, and I'm just a work in progress, and I always, hope to be a work in progress, you know what I mean? Because no matter where we're at, there's always something to improve on. There's always some progress to be made, right? No matter what level we're at. That's how I feel. So we just got to be loving, man, because at every level in every category in life, right, there's going to be how we're doing on something we're working on. There's going to be the times when we do well in that area, and there's going to be the times when we are not pleased with our performance, right? That's just part of being a go-getter, I think. Is time at times we are going to think we could have done a little bit better, but that's okay. As long as we continue to improve our processes, we're always doing our best, obviously, always focusing on providing value. And in the moments when we get a thought that takes us away, we just, just keep moving it back towards self-love. Hey, that's cool. I appreciate you, mind. Thank you for looking out for us and looking out for us getting to live the life that we know is ours to have. I don't think we need to worry about that. We're not going to worry about that thing though, because, we got it. We're so dope. Like, we got it all handled. It's not going to be an issue. So no energy to that one. But again, thank you so much. Love you, boom. So, anyways, guys, I really appreciate you tuning in. That is, that is that is exactly the process that has assisted me. I can't talk. Assisted me in working on self-talk, self-love, because I have found that it is immensely needed, right? Also, every single period after rest, affirmations, guys, affirmations, affirmations, affirmations. Like, each moment, each time when we wake up, right, after a period after rest, literally in that very moment when we wake up, nothing exists. We are taking in everything again, scanning the environment, right? Thoughts are coming or feelings are coming. More oxygen in us, more composed we are in reviewing those and then moving past those, right? Past the thoughts, past the feelings. Clean out the nose, right? Get the passageway good. Sit up, work out your shoulders, get loose. Maybe work out your legs, your knees, get your little stretches in there so that we can move past the body. Remind ourselves out loud we are the observer, the stillness, the consciousness. We are perfection, perfectly imperfect. Like a unique ingredient. And exploring this ingredient for all it is and all the adventure it can have in each and every type of place and situation and all that. That's with different kinds of people and just all of that, man. But we gotta be more loving to ourselves. I think that's a major, major area of opportunity for us. And so when these thoughts come up, anything that's self-loathing, name calling, it's okay to say like, we couldn't do better. That's good actually, because then you take it a step further. Say, okay, how can we do better? Okay, so let's do that. And then we come up with the plan for that and write that down and affirm that. Speak it into existence, I am strong. I am strong, right? See what it does for your physiology. Repeat it. Spread your fingers out, put them on your knees. That's a lion pose. Sit up, right? Get a nice posture. I am strong, right? I am strong. And you see what it does for you. Like, you get the physiology going and it really sends that vibration if you let it. Like, boom, locked in. So We get to choose how on fire we are in this life. The body does not know if, like, the mind doesn't know, the physiology doesn't know if we're faking a smile, right? You can just literally just put on a smile and you will feel the impact. Touch these two fingers, instant zen, right? Hands on the hips, standing, hands on the hips for 5 minutes, you'll feel more power. You know, there's different things that we can do. If you're feeling tense, just like stretch it all out, you know, like get the neck, the shoulders, and everything where we carry tension, get it loose. And breathe. Above all, breathe. Open everything up, right? And just blow it up like a balloon. So guys, I hope you heard something during this show today that will be helpful for you to be more loving on yourself, like more affirmations, you know, like we are building this life, da 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 da. And each period after rest, we just got to say them, man. Build them, say them into existence, speak up. So I got nothing but mad love for you guys, sending so much love to you, to your loved ones. Man, just keep finding how to squeeze more nectar out of each moment and get that rest. And man, just be loving to ourselves. That's all I got. Peace and love, guys. J Raj out.